my spaceship. Blink. Say we either go home or we go.
Poppy on Time Cash, straight out of Polk County, Auburn to be exact. Started producing 8 years ago. The exact date was June 8th, 2011. Now we're here 8 years later. The reason I started producing, one, I love music. Two, was Kanye and Lex Lewis. There's two more reasons why I started producing music. And then aside from that, just seeing the opportunity where I can do something that I love and provide for my family. Right now, I'm currently based out of St. Louis, Missouri. I bounce back and forth between St. Louis and Florida.
He's from the backyard of this county, and we have him here today visiting with us before he goes back home. So the beats that we're playing tonight is going to be his beats. So if you want to hit him up, I'm going to go ahead and drop his social media pages in the comments. That way you can hit him up if you want to purchase any of his beats.
Right now, some of the artists I've worked with in the past have been the G4 Boys out of New York, Baller Ortiz out of the DMV area, Bride B out of St. Louis, Mitch 3600 out of St. Louis, Trail 3600 out of St. Louis, LA Foes out of St. Louis as well, Nature Boy LT, a group by the name of Bad featuring Spaceman and Al. Who else I'm gonna work with? A fair amount of folks. Action Pack AP out of Memphis. Just, the list goes on, and just, focusing on expanding that list. I got a list of names that I want to work with, all put in my phone, and as I work with these folks.
What's your name?
Time Cash.
Really, the goal is simple, man. Being Grammy nominated, having #1 albums in the nation, in the country, in the world, and just expanding the brand and make sure everybody know who Time Cash is. So it's really simple, man. I really like to let music do the talking. I ain't really for a whole lot of that extra stuff. Just want to do my music, be in peace, and run up a bag. So, my biggest challenge as a producer, I'd say just remaining focused. It requires a lot of focus when you're taking on this line of work, just like much of anything. But staying diligent in the work, being persistent. That I'd say that's a challenge for me. But at the same time, it's an opportunity, being that it is a challenge to sit down, focus on what I got to get done, and understand there's gonna be roadblocks and hiccups down the road. But as long as I stay attentive and stay on track with my journey, and keep 10 toes down on the ground, the door's gonna open up. The biggest challenge, right off the bat, I say, as far as from a production standpoint and producing beats, was getting my 808s not to clash, and it took a little while for me to figure it out. But it was a simple right click on the actual 808 to click to hit cut itself. But that's more so a technical standpoint. In regards to producing and working with artists, yeah, that was difficult. Because you had guys you sing your music to and you play it for, they'd be like, it ain't good enough. So, of course, there was a little bit of upset, but at the same time, it's funny because it'd be the same guys that saying, they ain't feeling the music, that'll turn around and use your beat and do a record with it and not tell you anything about it. So it's one of those things you really like. If somebody say they don't feel the beat, feel what you're doing. From a production standpoint, you don't get down because, sometimes they might not be feeling it in the moment, but then turn around and be feeling it later on. The vision for me and my team is just to make sure that we're consistently putting records out, getting placements, and then producing our own records with the artists that we choose to work with. And then from there, you utilizing those proceeds to reinvest that money to turn into more money down the road. Because as we know, people who have money use their money and put their money to work for themselves. So really just looking at getting the ball rolling, and as that fiat roll in and keep it going, turn into residual income. Me and my partner JP, his production name, people know him as AyeeJP. We started a company called Presidential Productions Group. Most people know us as Prezidential, for short. You know, we started that back in 2015, and we just been on ever since. So you know, so keep that moving. You know, everything is prestige. Talking about top notch, high quality. That's our focus, and it's gonna remain that. So definitely a team. It's not no one man band. I got my partner Neff out in Cali as well, who's definitely, you know, put me in contact with certain people and whatnot. So, you know, a lot of it is just a matter of me doing, and then of course you're gonna have people along the way who want to assist you. So, you know, shout out to them. I'm not after the fame. That's not what I'm after. You know, I'm really after securing residual income for myself and my family. You know what I'm saying? I got a lady, I got a family. You know, it's all the same. You know what I mean? And I got a team. So, you know, I got to make sure that everybody's straight and my lady don't want for nothing. My family's straight, and then I make sure my team, you know, is in a position to win. So, really, like 5 years, I ain't really worried about the fame. I want to run up 100 M's, and that's what I'm gonna do.